I don't think so. I don't know if I'm streaming.
You're streaming.
Okay.
I'm confused.
I'm
Can you
doing
be a
fine.
part? Stream part one. Ian, stream part one.
Alright, everybody, so here's the deal. We had a part one to this rebuild, which is gone, so I'll give everybody kind of a lowdown on where we're at right now. So, that was 1920 season, so we're going into the first off season. So, what I did was I simulated the first season, and this is who I've signed in the off season so far. So, Freddie's going to be my point guard. Zach Levine going into my second season, but first is GM. Full GM is going to be my starting two. I've got DeRozan starting at my three. Now I signed DeRozan. He's not who I intend to have at my small forward, but he's an 87, and I thought maybe I can get an 84 or an 85 small forward for him. See what we can get in the trade market come January 15th. Rookie power forward is who we got in the draft, so we're going to play him as our starting guy. Actually, let's see what his um, stamina is. 97. Awesome. So he can play. And we're going to see what happens here. So, alright, but we need to fill out the roster. So, what do we need to fill out the roster with? Um, Power forwards and center. Alright. I don't like any of those options, but the one thing I do like about him is none of those guys are going to expect to start. So Crowder I like because that's ridiculous. No way he gets that much. I like that because he can play the small forward too, and I only have two small forwards, so that allows me some flexibility. I can play him that anyway. I just don't want to. The reason I don't want to is I think I had signed or traded for him in the off season, in the regular season. Now I took a vacation from streaming, so for a week, so was actually just feeling awful, and so didn't play at all. All right, I'm still just kind of coming through, but all right. So that's one. All right, so where are we at right now? We could use a center. And another power forward. Um, hmm, at this point in their career, we're gonna go there. We get them for cheap, and mm, mm, we take the defense or the shooting. Defense, shooting, defense. We'll take the defense. All right, let's see. Signs, signs. How many players we have? We should have 14. 3, 6, 8, 11, 14. All right, so Levine went down somehow. DeRozan didn't somehow. Carter went up. Great. Van Vliet went down. Also, not my plan for a starting point guard. Buddy, Freddie, not that I don't love you. I do, man. And you did awesome for us in Toronto. Again, Mavs fan here, number one, but Halifax, Nova Scotia transport. So, Canadian fan for the Raptors for a long time as well. And he did great last year for the finals for us, but not who I want as my starting point guard to try and lead to a championship as a starting point guard. Now, nor is DeRozan as my best player, so we're going to have some work to do if we want to get a championship in the next 4 years. Good news is we have some young talent that's going to get better, so let's see what happens. We're going to go right. Let's see where they do. Again, remember, I will only play the All-Star game if it is in the city that I happen to be the team of. So this is taking quite a while. I'm actually looking forward to the PS5 because some of these simulations they're going to be running on RAM. Apparently, it's going to be much faster. So if they do a franchise, which is much better than this particular version of franchise, or at least the league when you're doing simulations and things like that, I'm hopeful that it's going to be a lot faster. So per usual, not in Chicago. It'll be in Chicago, but not when not when I control Chicago, or while we, the audience, are controlling Chicago. All right, so we've got two. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna go young. He's already an A plus. Kobe White, he's an A, and so is Carter. Nice, A plus. Sometimes when they're young, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but they won't increase. So he's an A. Watch, he's gonna be a perfect example. Watch what happens. Oh, made a liar out of me. Well, that's a great. I'm happy to be made of a liar there. So here we go. No, let's see how the computer has the lineup starting. It should be pretty interesting. Van Vliet starting. Mm-hmm. 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 Don't understand why the backup shooting guard is getting more minutes. So, not loving these minutes. Alright. No. No, 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 no. Let's create some minutes here, shall we? We've got two backup point guards putting in over 52 minutes. So I'm down for you both to be putting in 40 minutes. I'm alright with that. And I'm alright with that 13. So, Freddie, you're going to be out there. Zach, you're going to be out there. DeRozan, Payne, you're a rookie, buddy. You got to be getting there. Carter, you're young too. So, we're going to be dropping some more of these minutes down. And let's see what we get. I'm sorry, guys. It's not that I don't want you to play. It's just that I need these guys to develop, right? So we can bring DeRozan down, and even all right. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. You look at our team chemistry. We're 52, and that's because I have completely shredded the team apart. All I'm looking to get is to January 15th with about a 500 record because I'm going to be tearing the team up potentially. Potentially. I don't think, like I said, Van Vliet's not my guy. Not a whole lot of point guards I'm going to be able to trade for that, but I might be able to trade a draft pick, maybe. Ooh, now that's interesting. What's his contract look like? Hmm. He's expensive. He's logged in for a long time. I'm having a yeah, no. It was an interesting trade. So Carter Jr. looks like he might be coming along. It'll be interesting. I want to look at his numbers. I think not. That's an awful trade for us. Hmm. Nobody wants DeRozan. I don't blame him. It's a terrible contract I had to sign him to. And the worst part is when you were looking, the stars that show if they're good compatibility, he was like awful. Which is crazy, really, because he's Pop is my coach. Ooh, now we're talking. But I'm not getting rid of Carter. I'll do like Spencer Dinwiddie, not really any more than I do Van Vliet though, as far as starting point guard is concerned. I'd like to get somebody young. Now here we are at 9 and 12. Let me just say, Chicago Let me say that last year when I substituted everything, we came in as a top 3 pick, ended up with the 6th pick, and still grabbed that awesome power forward. I think I gave up a lot of future picks, but we're doing a 5-year rebuild, so if I give future picks away, it really doesn't matter, especially if I can get the number 1 power forward person in the draft who's an 81 as a rookie. Let's roll, right? No. Now, if I got a good point guard trade here, I would potentially, if they could be a 2, play 2. You know how some have the 1 and the 2. I'd put them at the 2, see what happens. Because we know Freddie can't play the 2. Now, look, we're coming into January here, and I wanted to be close to 500. We're close. We're getting up to team chemistry of 64 right there. I will say I've never won any type of championship going into the playoffs with less than 72%. It's just a random number. I don't know why it is. It probably has nothing to do with anything, but that's just what I've come across. So what do we got here? Alright, well, January 15th, and we are close to 500. Now, what can we get for DeRozan? Interesting. I like it. It's an interesting trade if you notice. He's only 1 less. He is 3 years younger. Contract's pretty much exactly the same, and we get a pick. A late pick. But we might be able to use that to trade for an earlier pick. Ooh. Jimmy Buckets? So if we do that, then we're going to have to slide Crowder into the 3 spot. Gobert. I'm quiet. I know I'm quiet. I'm just looking at these and I'm going, before we do anything silly. I'm loving the idea of having him. He's gonna get worse though. Now, so do we want to do that trade? Does that make us instant control contenders? I think it does. And I don't need him because I got the other guy. So I think we're going to do it. That is an awesome trade for us. So now, Chris Paul is old, so let's see what we get. And Zach LaVine, baby. So now our offense looks like we didn't sacrifice age except at the point. Oh, yeah, baby. We did a great job here. I like that. That was a good trade. Now, do we want to get greedy and explore the trade market with Mr. Carter Jr.? We got to find a player that has some salary, and we've been pretty smart with that. So it makes it difficult. I'm very, very happy right now with how this has worked out. All right. So let's see. All right, we'll have them regardless. Well, that's gonna suck. We're gonna lose them at the end of this year. Blah. All right. We got a lot of minutes to distribute right now. You ready to rock and roll, Mr. Paul? All right, we got to roll. We're gonna preserve them, and then in the playoffs, if we need them, we'll step them up. And then you know what I want to do here, just for a second, is I want to check out some numbers. Let's see what they're doing this year, shall we? Got some new guys who are going to be stepping up. Who's our backup point guard right now? Nobody, really. Good enough. All right, let's see. Can we make the playoffs? First off, we said we were going to look at some numbers. So, what's Chris Paul done so far this year? His numbers are down, but we're not asking him to score. He was crushing it this year. Oh, beautiful. Also, beautiful. All right. Zach LaVine having an awful year. Switched him over though. Let's see what happens. Fantastic. His 3-point percentage, awful. Terrible. Free throws, good, which is good. That means he can improve in 3-pointers. Block and a half a game. stealing a half a game, almost 3 assists a game, almost 6.5 boards a game, 16 points. What more do you want from that? From a rookie? He's a beast at the boards. He's averaging a double-double. And he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat from three-point land. How's he doing for us? Oh, nice. He was crushing it for us, wasn't he? No. I got nobody who can shoot. Can he shoot? So, is anybody shooting well from three-point land? No. Some guys there. Alright. Oh, let's check out the standings. How far back are we? Eastern 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're tied for the 8th spot. And the Bucks are just crushing it. Alright. You know, the Bulls are a tough team to rebuild in 3 years and even in 5 years, because when you inherit them, they're young. They have some guys with bad contracts, like Otto Porter I was able to get rid of. But they're not typically bad enough to be awful. Now, in my case, they were terrible, and we just didn't do great getting a pick. No. No. We've won a few games here since the trade. Of course, we lost. Just stop saying stuff like that. No. Swap worst pick, swap best pick. I never know what that means. So if anybody wants to shout out and tell me what that means, go for it. Let's see. Don't need that. Do we want to see if anybody from the Bulls? Bulls. Chris Paul. DeMar DeRozan. It's funny. All-Star for All-Star. Alright, let's see. Nope. We, going from being one of the worst teams in the NBA last year to, being in a position going into the All-Star break of making the playoffs. That's an accomplishment. We're trying to win titles. So let's see, where are we at going into the. So we're number 7. So 2, 3, 4. We're a good 4 games from where we really want to be. That's going to be tough to make up in a couple of months. Let's see what happens. Now remember, I will play game 7s at home. So getting into that top 4 is important. Otherwise, I don't get opportunities to play. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 road games in a row. 6 out of 7. Can they get 2 of these? That's 1. Oh, and that was a close one. Ooh, that was even closer. Nice. Oh, that's going to be a tough game, that Raptors game. Can they beat them there? Hate to see that happen, but need it to happen for us. So let's see. Can we get 2 of these 3? Big one against the Lakers. Nice. I was going to ask to be greedy, but that's what happens. You start losing lots of games. Come on, beat that Rocket team. It's a tough team. Yeah. Beat the Luke Walton run Kings. No. No. Oh, we're not going to make. Are we going to make the playoffs? It's going to be close. We're definitely not going in with any 4 seed, that's for sure. We'll say, limping into the playoffs are the Dallas or are the Chicago Bulls. So, of course, starting freaking small forward is Rookie of the Year. Look at that. Yeah, you should, man. Good job for you. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right, well, did we make it? We made it. We just barely made it, so I can't play him. Actually, how long is he out? Oh, 2. Oh. Are we going to be able to squeeze that out? Nope. All right, so we're going to call her quits here in just a moment. We're going to go through the retirements, see who decides to stay with us. Also, Dallas is over there. Remember, our favorite team, so we'll be okay if they. Oh, Luka versus. Love it. Hate it. Hate it more. Alright, what do we got? Nothing, blah, blah, blah. Terry Stotts, okay, so there's a lot. Modify the goaltender to the rim. No, we're not doing that. It's not FIBA. And listen, I love the rule, actually. I do love the rule, but it's also one of the things I like about the differences between the 2 leagues. Or the 2 sets of rules, rather. No, don't like that. Don't care about that. Alright, so do we get anybody else's picks? No, didn't think so. So not gonna pay attention. Knicks get that pick. Bulls, I get a pick from Phoenix. I get my pick. All right, so there's my signing, my staff guys. I got Pop. So I like to keep them together for the while. They are. There we go. We're gonna go there again. There will always be a steal. I've got some decent picks, so we're gonna start at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I think I have until 18. All right, what's the first one? Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to go to our pick. 18th pick. So what do we got? Always. Huh. Jay Crowder. Yeah. Hmm. Can we afford to keep him for a year? I think we can. 1 year on a rebuild, normally for this short a time, not normally, but we got 3 years, so he could be really good off the bench the last 2 years for us. All right. No. Who else didn't get picked? See, Devin George. Now that's awesome. Yeah. Nice. Good steal. So we got some picks out of that. Our first pick, 74. Ooh. And awesome. So we're going to sign these. We're going to see who stays with us. Nice. Paul stayed with us. Keep that. We keep that. Keep that. This is great. Oh, this is all working out fantastic. All right. So, what do we have here? So where are we at? Going into next year, we've got our starter and our backup. We got our all right. So it's going to be interesting to see where we're at. Because next year we're going to so qualifying offers. We definitely want to keep him. No, we don't need Max. So we're going to call her a night, and when we pick this up, we're going to start here on day 1 of the free agency, and I'll have another recap for you. Have a good night, everyone.